What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great, dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say, I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, let's talk about it. So, we've got confirmation, and it is going down this February as undefeated heavyweight champion, WBC lineal heavyweight champion Tyson the Gypsy King Fury will be taking on the unified heavyweight champion Oleksandr Usyk, February 17th, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Yes. This is looking like it's going to be a great, massive card. Can't wait to see it. They did the kickoff press conference today. As you guys know, Tyson Fury, he does what Tyson Fury does. He gets up there and he lets his opponents have it. Usyk, his English, it isn't as good as other people's. So, he spoke as much as he saw fit. But he made it clear, he's not willing to back down. He's going to bring the fight. He's going to try and do his best to become undisputed. This will be the first undisputed champion that we have since Lennox Lewis back in 1999. Man, I was 9 years old when that would happen. I watched those fights, and I can still remember it. So yeah, it'll be undisputed, Ring Magazine title, lineal title, WBA title, WBC title, IBF title, WBO title, and the unofficial, IBO title is on the line as well. And, all the promoters were up there. Frank Warren was there. Usyk's promoter was there. They had their little back and forths as per usual for what you would expect. But yeah, it's going to happen. It is finally happened. Now, one thing I will say is this. Since this fight is February 17th, if you guys know that the potential rematch between Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence was supposed to take place sometime this December, but because of Showtime leaving the sport of boxing and looking for a new home, a new network to the PBC looking for a new home, a new network to showcase their fights, they are probably going to sign with Amazon Prime, but the potential target date for that rematch was February 17th or the 24th, depending on which network they get signed with. So now we know that it most likely it will not be February 17th, because why would you want to try to compete with, Tyson Fury and Usyk for an undisputed fight taking place on that day? And that's a more interesting fight, seeing as how the way the first fight with Spence and Crawford played out. Spence, he won probably only the first round, and probably he was winning about the majority of the first half of the third round in that fight, but clearly was dominated and outclassed majority of the fight, knocked down in the second round, knocked down twice in the seventh round, ultimately getting stopped in the ninth round. So yeah, that made that fight, the rematch at least, that made that as unwatchable as Two Girls and One Cup. So yeah, but ultimately, we don't fully know all of the fights that'll be taking place on the undercard of Fury Usyk. One fight in particular that is a potential to be added to the fight as the potential co-main is Anthony AJ Joshua, former two-time unified heavyweight champion, versus the former WBC champion, long-time reigning champion, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. That all depends on also if they win their fights December 23rd. We know yesterday we had the big press conference for that fight card. It was supposed to be Fury versus Usyk December 23rd. But as you guys know, and I'll remind you again for the ones who don't know, Fury wanted to stay active, and he fought against the former MMA heavyweight champion, Francis Ngannou, that was more of a fight than what I guess even Fury was anticipating, and he definitely got his money worth in that fight. We got our money's worth in that fight. Fury was dropped in the third round. Nobody expected that, not myself or any boxing pundits or anybody else in the world. He ended up, getting a little cut, taking some bruising in that fight. So they clearly had to push the fight back. So now the fight will be taking place February 17th, as I said before. So yeah, let's hope that all goes well in training camp. Let's hope that Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua both win their fights and they get added to this card. They'll be going right back into camp if that's the case. So let's hope for that because we want to see Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. We also want to see an undisputed heavyweight champion. This will be the first time that we've had an undisputed champion again, like I said, in 20 plus years since Lennox Lewis was the undisputed champ. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you hit that like button and make sure you tune in here in a few minutes. Live stream will be cracking off for the Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos fight. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. Peace.